Jack, the Hawks are up on the Sunshine Coast, 28 degrees. Port Adelaide's up there, and you're out here in the pouring rain.
Yeah, it's something a bit different coming into summer, but I guess we play the game outdoors, so we're going to have games probably next year in the rain, so good to get used to it.
Jack, what's been the theme or the message of pre-season after what was a pretty disappointing season last year?
I guess when we got back, Richo probably quickly touched on what happened, and then we quickly moved forward and sort of want to make some changes to the way we play and our game plan and stuff like that. So the last few weeks have just been about learning all that sort of stuff and trying to put it in place and just train it over the next 2 or 3 months, and hopefully we can be better next year.
Has your preps or your pre-season changed at all compared to years of the past?
In terms of the structure?
Having more meetings, or is it more running? What's the sort of breakup?
No, it's all been pretty pretty much the same. Like our training days have changed a little bit, but in terms of the overall structure, it's been all similar, but on return, obviously coming off the year we've had, the stands are a lot higher now, which has been really good, and I've seen a lot of improvement across the list in terms of more physically, running and guys in the gym and stuff like that. So it's been awesome, and that's only going to help our footy, especially with such a young group.
What's Dan Hanbury brought to the group, Jack?
He's been awesome, Hannah, so far. Obviously he's coming from a successful program. He's won a flag, so he knows what it takes, and he's been awesome. He's bull at a gate, which is awesome to have around the club, and I guess there'll be a lot of talk about his performance on field, but I think the biggest impact he'll have next year will be stuff that you can't really see. It will be the impact sort of on the guys around him, me included, and the leadership he brings in that aspect. So it's really exciting already, only a few weeks in of what he's been able to do for the group, and continue forward, and looking forward to playing with him as well.
But on field, do you feel like there's been much talk about his body, but do you feel like he can still have a pretty big impact on the field as well?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know firsthand that our medical staff are one of the best in the business and great experience, and I know they're really diligent with his program, so they're really going to modify him and make sure that he's primed for sort of March, April, and that's what we want him to be ready for. So out on the track he's been pretty sharp, and it looks good to me. So if he can continue to be managed well and maintain his fitness, I think it's going to be exciting next year.
How's your fitness at the moment? I suppose we didn't see you out there for the whole session.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I'm a little bit the same, just with my history with injuries sort of this time of year, just get managed a little bit. So I was actually, when the boys were running, I was on the track on the outside, so had a bit more longer stuff to do. So it can get a bit boring when you're just running laps of the oval. But I've been training pretty much full, so feeling good, and just continuing to improve.
What sort of goals have you set yourself this year?
Personally, I guess just improve on last year. And probably the main thing is just consistency. Hopefully I can play at a high level each week, and play my best for the team. I think it was disappointing the year we had as a club, and hopefully spend more time in the midfield as well.
Jack, you talked about the change in playing style. Where does that sort of come from? Is it player driven, or is it with the new coaches that have come into the club? Yeah,
it's probably a bit of both. I think we've had obviously Brett Ratton and Brendan Lade in particular come in, and they've obviously come from good programs as well, so they've had an impact in terms of little changes we've made. But I think overall it's just the changes are going to be obviously for the better of the team, in terms of we're just going to be a bit more simple with the way we do things, and more predictable to each other. So I'd probably say it's the coaches have really driven that, and Richo's pretty excited about it all.
Paddy McCartan slimmed down a little bit. How's he going, and what kind of impact do you think you're going to have next year?
Yeah, Paddy's in great nick. As you probably saw today, he's doing really well. Looking forward to him next year, and he's like I said, he doesn't have to come out and kick 4 or 5 every week. He just needs to play his role and be a big presence up the ground. And that's what we'll be looking for him to do. But he's put in a lot of work over the last 2 or 3 months physically, and he's running really, really well. So he's working hard, and I'm really excited for him next year. And hopefully, with his injuries and also the concussion stuff he's had in the past, he can have a full run at it, and be a big contributor for us.
There's a lot of speculation with players coming out of contract. That's yourself next year. Do you put any focus on that this summer, try and get done early, or is it something you just...
Yeah, no, not really. As you know, pre-season's a bit of a slog in itself. I'm just focusing on getting my body right and getting as fit and strong as I can, and improving my game. And honestly, that's what you think about. And obviously, I love the club, and going to give my best, and looking forward to next year. So I think when the time comes, I'll work things out.
Is a greater role in the midfield? That's on the agenda for 2019.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still like playing forward as well, so it's obviously going to be a bit of both. But I think I can really help through the midfield. But yeah, I'm going to have to work really hard over the summer, and show Richard and the coaches that I need to spend more time there and help the side. But I definitely still like sort of the combination of midfield and forward, and I think that's one of my strengths.
With so many mature age recruits, can you see them debuting early in the season, and which ones have really caught your eye?
Yeah, I can. I mean, we picked up 2 or 3 mature age, so generally they're going to be a bit more ready than some of the 18-year-olds that come through the door. So yeah, I mean, if their form's good enough, they'll put their hand up. The good thing is a lot of them have a lot of speed, which we identified we need to bring in over the off season. So it's pretty exciting already seeing them. In a few of the drills at training, they're pretty quick. So but it's one of those things. Once the games start, if their form's good enough, they'll get picked.
Speed, the biggest weakness, is that something you spoke about in the pre-season?
I think just a bit of. You mean as a group?
Like overall, you said you identified it as a bit of a weak point.
I wouldn't say it's like a weak point. I think definitely some of our outside game and our ball use needs a lot of work, and we've been addressing that so far. So it sort of comes hand in hand. I guess if you move the ball well, everything else looks a lot better out in the field. It's not necessarily do we have we've got fast players that can explode and break the game open. You can always have more.
Kind of impression as Max King made early days too?
He's been awesome. So he was obviously training or doing his rehab here for most of the year, so a lot of the boys got around to him at various stages. So I mean that's probably a bit easier, especially coming in. He's in rehab, recovering from his knee, so sometimes not easy as a first year player. He sort of might feel a bit out of it, but I think having that year, it's really helped him. And he's a great kid, and really looking forward to him coming back and just slowly easing him into it. And he's going to be a good presence up forward, so looking forward to kicking the ball to him.
How's your trip to China, just to test out the hotels over there before you head over for that big game against Port?
Yeah, it was really good. I was really grateful for the opportunity to go over there with Daniel McKenzie as well, and a few of the fitness staff, and our CEO Matt Finnis, and we just sort of checked a few things out and for a few days, because obviously we're playing Port, and they've played there the last 2 years, so it was more about like us just getting a feel for it. So I went for 4 or 5 days, did a bit of training, checked some hotels out, and just sort of the local area, and just sort of got a feel for what it'd be like. And it's a really cool city, so it's a great opportunity for the club, and I'm excited by it.
We hear this morning that AFLX is back next year. You helped launch it last year when you didn't play. You can put your hand up for that?
Hopefully. I think a bit of a new concept. I'm not exactly sure what it'll be, but I'll definitely be putting my hand up. Be a great opportunity, but I don't know, you just currently not really sure how it'll go, so wait and see.